Alright. I want to start by giving all glory and praises unto the Lord Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. Alright. Let me put my garment on real quick, and then we'll salute, and then we'll hop into the lesson, man. But today, Salakia. Today is November the 8th, Saturday, and we out here, another week. You know what I mean? Prophesied the downfall of this wicked defiled kingdom. Okay. Cleansing Salakia, this wicked defiled kingdom with the word, the water, to the Lord Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. For giving us the truth. But we out here another weekend to do just that. And ultimately we're here to wake up the hopeful elect, okay, and chant down Babylon the Great, okay, America, aka Babylon, as it is written in the scriptures, okay. Babylon is America, all right, and this place is a kingdom, okay, that does not uphold the laws, statutes, and ways of the Most High Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi, and therefore, that is why the Lord Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi said that He was going to destroy this place, that He was against this place, okay, and that's why He has His prophets out here to give you warning of the death, destruction, and doom, and the plagues that are to come upon this place, all right, through the Spirit. Now, give me just a moment. I'm just cleaning these glasses real quick. Be having shit on them, but you might have heard of the plagues of Egypt, all right. Well, that's good, because that means that you're somewhat familiar with the judgments of Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi, the judgment of the Lord, all right. So get this, and then we'll hop into the lesson. But I just want to say that real quick. But we finna hop into the lesson. I want to give all glory. Hold on. Alright. I want to start by giving all glory and praise unto the Lord Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, and Barakatah Yahawashi. I want to give all glory and praise unto those holy and powerful names of Yahawah being the Father and Yahawashi being His only begotten Son. Alright, now, like I was saying at the beginning, man, we come out here to warn you of the death, calamity, and destruction that Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi is going to bring upon this kingdom. Okay, and we're seeing that. We're seeing that, man. We're seeing plagues like unto Egypt. I'm gonna start with that precept, and then I'll probably get some precepts on the plagues of Egypt, because we're seeing this place be plagued, and these people, they're through, bro, and they don't even realize, or they don't even know. And even when you tell them, you try to you tell them, because our message is onto the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, you make up the house of the tribes of Israel, the lost tribes of Israel. You need to return unto the Lord Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi, or the Lord is going to destroy you and kill you, man. All right, but we're in the midst of the government shutdown. It's like government shutdown, 30 plus days. It's 30 plus right now. I'm not sure the exact number, but it's 30 plus. If that don't tell you, which, the shutdown has happened before a time, under the same administration, Trump administration, but nonetheless, the fact that your government can fail lets you know that this isn't a kingdom which you can depend upon, all right? So let me get a precept on that real quick. Bear with me. Salakia. Khan. All right, that's second Esdras 16. We'll pull it. I'm gonna read it. The second I want to read a little bit of that second Esdras. So. Right. Second Esdras. Let me see. Salakia, man, because plagues are being sent, man. Things are getting bad out here, and these people don't know what the fuck to do. And this is why we're out here to tell you what's going on. Okay, we're the men of the Lord and the prophets unto not only the children of Israel, who we are mainly, our message is mainly towards, but our message is mainly towards, not mainly, but our message is also towards the heathen nations as well, about what's going to happen to them in the particular judgments, and them going into captivity, and serving the Israelites in captivity, man. That's also going to happen to them. We're a prophets, we're the men of the Lord, and we're the prophets unto the nations as well. It's just everybody. Let me see. Salakia. Second Esdras 16. So reading in that second Esdras 16, I want to start at verse 2. It says, gird yourselves with cloths of sacks, for your destruction is at hand. And this is what the men of the Lord out here letting you know, that your beloved America, your beloved the beloved nation, the empire as you know it, Babylon, is coming to an end, man. And people don't want to believe that. People don't want to accept that. People don't want to get with that. Well, that's what's happening, bro. It's just like any other empire that ever came and went. We got the Greeks, we got the Romans. They came and they went. Okay, no one's talking about the Greeks anymore. If we're talking about the Greeks, we're talking about them in the biblical format, and we're talking about how they were the Edomites, and they came against Yahawashi. You know what I'm saying? That was Alexander the Great and Antiochus and those guys. Those are Edomites, man. The Lord Yahawashi is going to put all you Edomites in captivity, man, according to the word, according to Revelations 13, man. Revelations 13, 9, and 10 going on down, man, through the Spirit. All right, but the Lord Yahawashi said, once again, in verse 2, it says, verse 2 again says, gird yourselves up with sackcloth. All right, prepare yourselves. And it says, bewail your children and be sorry. Okay, for your destruction is at hand. All right, the Lord's finna send plagues and death and all type of calamity upon this place. And like I said before, we're already 30 plus days into this government shutdown, and that should give you people a synopsis of what's finna happen, bro. Failure, okay? Because what's finna happen is the implementation of the MOTB system, the implementation of the digital IDs and all that, all that digital CBDC, all that's coming to fruition, okay? And so my bad, but yes, the government shut down. Yes, you're not getting no damn SNAP benefits, Now, as far as I'm concerned, I've never, had SNAP benefits. I've never had a food stamp. I never purchased anything with a food stamp. I've never even seen anyone purchase things with food stamps ever. Like, I've never been present when someone was purchasing something with food stamps. Now, the people, but through the Spirit, for the people that need them, then the Lord Yahawashi, will make a way. He will have provisions. All right, because you got to understand that the Lord said that the saints shall eat, and the Lord also said that we should laugh at famine. I want to pull that precept since we're talking about it real quick, because that's the balance. We're talking about destruction, but at the same time, we're also talking about how the Lord Yahawashi is going to make a way for the elect to escape the destruction. But for the main focal point of this lesson, I wanted it to be all mostly, unless the Spirit takes it somewhere else, mostly about the destruction. Most just going into all the scriptures, whatever the Spirit is on me to get about destruction, about, in current events, certain things are going on right now. Like I said, right now, damn government shut down. Right now, we got wars and rumor of wars. You know what I'm saying? Drums beating. Recently, there was supposed to be a peace talk between Russia and the U.S. and that shit didn't go out. That shit didn't go as planned. I don't even think they met up. You know, I think it got canceled or some shit like that. But ultimately, there's no peace, all right? And if there's no peace, that there means that there must be destruction on the way, and that's what's coming. Plagues, death, and destruction. All right, and that's what we're letting you know. All right. Oh, hold up. What the hell? Forgot what precept I was finna get. Yeah, I forgot what precept I was finna get. I ain't gonna worry about it though. I'm gonna keep going on in this second Esdras. Spirit might give it back to me if it's necessary. But it says, a sword is sent among you, and who may turn it back? Okay, that's what's finna be brought, man. Death. Okay, you're not finna be able to eat, and famine is a big part of the Lord's sword, man. Okay, famine. All right, that's what's coming. People don't got their SNAP benefits. They don't know how they finna feed their kids. You know, we got people, you know, during this shutdown, you know, everything fucked up right now. But you know, you got the food pantries wrapped around the line. You got the food banks wrapped around the damn city. You know what I'm saying? Because people hungry. People need food. People fucked up. People poor. Okay, this place just keeps getting worse and worse. And not on the top of that, you cutting off SNAP, you cutting off this shut down. You still have a fucking homelessness problem in Babylon the Great, and to the point where now they're making it to where basically being homeless is going to be illegal, and they're going to grab you homeless people up and take you to internment camps, or basically FEMA camps or death camps, you know, because who knows what the fuck they going to do to you in there. And the times that we're coming into, Revelation 12:12, hey, the devil finna come down and have a great wrath, man. So hey, you got a good chance of getting grabbed up and getting unalived in those camps, man. And that's the times that we're coming into. Okay, it's not a time of sweetness and goodness. It's not barbecue chicken. It's not sweet, man. We're really coming to some very evil times, man. You know, the rulers of this world, the elites, okay, and those the ones that are in power, these damn Edomites, these damn Amalekites, okay, they finna come down having great wrath, man. They're finna continue to make the people squeal, all right, and that's what the government being shut down is gonna cause people to do. It's gonna cause people to cry out for a fix, okay. It said a sword is sent among you, and who may turn it back? It says a fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Okay. It says plagues are sent unto you, and who is he that may drive them away? All right. So now the keepers at home are trembling, man. Okay, because it is the elites. It's the plan of the elites to usher this current kingdom into the new world order. See, the things that are right now, the money, the way things work with the money, the way things work with your bank, and the way things work right now, they're trying to crash. They're trying to crash the system, so therefore they can bring forth a new system, and that new system is going to be ultimate digital control and monitoring over the people. Okay, ultimately you're not going to have a say-so or whether you do this or whether you do that. It's going to be up to Esau once he gets you that chip, that RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. Once he gives you that, you're cooked. Like, you know, because all your money's digital now, so everything is programmable. And I know, well, it's like this through the Spirit. If you ever play Call of Duty, if you ever play anything Xbox, if you ever played a PlayStation game before, or any type of game, there's stuff that you can buy on the game. You know, you can use money to buy real stuff on the game, but that money on the game is only for the game. So it's only made for the game. So that means that when Esau gives you this chip, that he can make the money that he gives you on the chip, the RFID chip technology, to be programmable, it could be whatever he wanted it to be. If he wanted to be where you can only buy meats, then you can only buy meats with this money that we just gave you. If we wanted to do something else, then that's what it's gonna be. You understand? So that's what we're coming into. We're coming into a complete digital prison, a digital prison for the people, and there ain't gonna be no walking around, bro. You know, now you can walk around, but you're gonna have to be in this man's prison system. You know. All right. Reading on. It says in verse 6, may any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may any quench one. So like it says, may any quench fire in the stubble when it is beginneth to burn. May one turn again the arrow that is shot from a strong archer. All right, so that's basically ultimately how these plagues are being sent. Okay. I'm trying to recall ultimately all the crazy things that are going on right now, other than the government shutdown. But that government shutdown is doing a whammy on the people because they're bitching, they're complaining, man. Okay, and why are they bitching? Why are they complaining? Why are they mourning? They're mourning because of Esau, Edom being in rulership. Why are you living in a nation where, you know what I'm saying, the whole government shut down, and now you're not even getting no benefits? You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you people have been depending on the government and, you know, the benefits and the handouts for overly too long, because ultimately the benefits and the handouts are supposed to be to help you, not to sustain you forever. You know, there's people that's been on WIC, there's people that's been on SNAP, there's people that's been on the food stamp program for, you know, a overly long time than necessary, than what they need to be, and they're still still on it. So they're not making a conscious effort to better their situation to where they don't got to be on food stamps. So ultimately, they're abusing the system, you know, because that supposedly comes from our taxpayer dollars. Whatever the fuck. I don't, you know, it is what it is. They be printing money, so I don't be giving a fuck. Alright, reading on. I'm going to jump down here to verse 14. It says, behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again, and they shall come, it says, shall not return again until they come upon the earth. Alright, ultimately letting you know that, hey man, in these last days, the Lord's it's finna be bad out here. You're not finna have food. You're not finna have safety. You're not finna have peace. It's finna get hectic. Your life is finna be threatened, and especially you so-called Israelites, not so-called, but you especially you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, because this is who this gospel is truly for. Okay, it's for you so that you can understand, hearken unto the men of the Lord, and get the fuck out the way. Ultimately, and how do you, where do you go and hide at? What's the hiding spot, you know, from all this destruction and the plagues and shit? Like, you know, because the men of the Lord, we not worried about no government shutdown. We not worried about that. We looking forward to it.